Before you head outside, we have some important information about how to protect your pets and your family from the effects of Lyme disease.
Joining us now is Dr. Natalie Marks, a Chicago veterinarian, and Dr. Patricia DeLamora, a pediatric infectious disease specialist in New York City. Welcome to you both.
Good morning, Sasha. Good morning, Ebony.
How are you?
Dr. Marks, we know that Lyme disease can affect humans, but talk about its effect on dogs.
Well, we diagnose dogs with Lyme disease quite frequently. I practice in downtown Chicago, and you would think in a concrete jungle there wouldn't be a lot of tick disease, but we diagnose it as well as a lot of the other tick diseases in dogs just like Poppy here.
Dr. DeLamora, you're a pediatrician sitting with a veterinarian. Can your two types of patients really help each other avoid Lyme disease?
Absolutely. Dogs and kids go together like peanut butter and jelly. So if you see a dog rolling around in the grass, there's an excellent chance that you'll see a child rolling around in the grass as well. So if your child's been diagnosed with Lyme disease, it might be important to let your veterinarian know that their dog may have been exposed. And vice versa, if your dog's been diagnosed with Lyme disease and you have a child at home, you may want to talk to your pediatrician about your child's exposure as well.
Dr. DeLamora, what suggestions do you have for people to protect themselves from Lyme disease?
Sure. There's lots of great organizations like the Global Lyme Alliance that are working to eradicate Lyme disease in the country. However, the best way to prevent yourself from getting Lyme disease and other tick-borne illnesses is to prevent yourself from getting a tick bite in the first place. So ways to avoid ticks is to certain things you can do. Staging your yard in a certain way so that your playground equipment is closer to the middle rather than the edges where there may be brush or tall grass. When you go outside, wearing long pants, long sleeves, high socks. There are some repellents you can spray on your clothing and on your shoes, as well as different repellents you can spray on your skin. And of course, every time you come back inside, doing a tick check.
Dr. Marks, what can we do to protect our dogs from ticks?
A lot of the same things Dr. DeLamora mentioned, doing our daily tick checks and avoiding those environmental at-risk areas. But as a veterinarian, I'm able to recommend a few other things for our canine patients. It's important to remember that there are products with the latest technology out there now, like Bravecto with Fluoroliner, which is an oral flea and tick chew that protects our dogs for up to 12 weeks. There is a vaccination available for Lyme, and it's important to talk to your veterinarian if that's appropriate for your dog, as well as annual blood screening, which checks to see if your dog was exposed to ticks.
And Dr. DeLamora, what do we look for when doing a tick check?
Sure. So when I talk to parents about doing a tick check, aside from the obvious places like the arms and legs and belly, there are other places you want to check as well. So the hairline, the hair itself, inside the ear, behind the ear, the underarms, the area that's covered by underwear, these are all places that ticks like to hide.
Where can people go to find out more info about avoiding ticks?
At stoplyme.com, Lyme, we'll go over a lot of the things we discussed here today with you, as well as other tips on how to keep every member of your family healthy, especially our best friends like Poppy.
Dr. Natalie Marks and Dr. Patricia DeLamora, thank you both for being here on Coffee with America.
Thank you, Ebony and
Thank you so
Sasha.
much.